Okay, hold on. Tell me, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I think so. Okay. Can anyone verify that you, Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's going to be it. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Love you. Bye. Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry. I'm not sure if anyone's there. Hopefully people are there. I've been having some technical difficulties without Daisy. I didn't have all the apps downloaded, I guess. We are just a few minutes into this first game of the Utah tournament here in Salt Lake. We're playing the Utah Dogs. So far, 0-0. All right, Sclafani's out on the ice with Christensen. Winlow tries to get a shot. It was offsides. They're gonna send it across. Who else we got out on the Lara out on the ice? All right, let me just get myself together. Dogs are gonna get it. Winlow's gonna send it back. Christensen's gonna chase it down. Sclafani's gonna go into the corner. We have Kellogg out on the ice. Christensen sends it around the boards, tries to get it back to Winlow. Gets picked up by the Utah Dogs. They get it back. Lara's going to take it. Lara sends it forward. Dogs take it. They send it into center ice. They're going to send it forward. It's going to be chipped away by Lara. Winlow in the corner. He tries to get it out, not able to. Salerno, who's playing forward this game, is going to get it. Salerno's able to get it out. Dogs putting a little bit of pressure. Gets knocked away by Kellogg. Winlow puts a little pressure on. We got Erdman in net today. He knocks it away. Lara getting pinned up in the corner. Lara with the puck, still battling at his feet, trying to get it away from the Dogs. Dogs are going to circle behind the net. Lara takes it away, sends it around the boards, gets it to Salerno. Dogs pick it up, but it's going to be knocked out by Christensen. That's going to be an icing. Hopefully you guys can hear everything now and see everything. We're here in Salt Lake. We're playing on Olympic size ice today, so it's bigger. Regular width is 85 feet, I think it said, and this is 98 feet. So a lot of work the boys got to do. We had Spencer behind the boards and Anderson on defense. Diaz, Venci, and Salerno. Salerno tips it. No icing. He's going to chase it into the corner. Salerno keeps the puck. Tries to get it. He gets a shot off. It's going to be knocked away by the Dogs goalie. Loose puck. Dogs take it behind the boards, but Salerno's still putting a lot of pressure on. Diaz going in the corner to help out. They get it centered. Dogs take it to center ice. Venci tries to knock it away. Dogs lose their footing, but it's picked up by their teammate. Get it back towards Spencer. Diaz putting some pressure on. Venci's going to go behind the net. Dogs cycling the puck. They get it behind the boards. They get it centered, knocked away by Erdman. They get a shot that goes high. Anderson getting a little tangled up there. But Spencer's going to go in to help him out. Just goes around Venci. Diaz tries to knock it out. They are able to keep it in. Anderson's going to put some pressure. Spencer's going to send it high into center ice. No icing there. It's going to go into our offensive zone. Dogs try to get it out. We're going to have some fresh legs. Sclafani, Kellogg, Christensen coming back out. Spencer and Anderson still out. Spencer battling in the corner. Christensen going for help. Gets knocked away to center ice. All right. Anderson still out. Sclafani and Diaz Just gets around Diaz trying to get off the ice. Anderson's going to chase him around the corner. Milton out on the ice in defense. Anderson chips it into center ice. Sclafani's going to chase it down. He's got a little bit of pressure behind him. Gets pinned on the boards, but he's still fighting. Christensen keeps it in. They send it behind the net. It's going to be picked up by Diaz. Diaz battling. Christensen tries to keep it in. Christensen and Anderson still working to keep it in. Just gets chipped out. Dogs are going to send it up. Picked up by Milton. We're going to get a quick line change. Salerno's going to be bringing it out. Anderson tries to get it out. Not quite able to. Milton still putting pressure on. Anderson able to intercept that pass. Anderson's going to send it. He gets it out to Diaz. Diaz chips it up. Anderson getting a little battle in the corner. He's going to get called on that penalty. That was kind of a back and forth little pushback there, but ultimately it's always the second one that gets called. So Anderson's going to go to the box. It's going to be our first penalty kill of this game. There is 7 minutes, 9 seconds left of the first period. Penalties are going to be a minute 30. Score is still 0-0. We're going to have Spencer, Milton, Bensi, and Salerno out on the ice. Good save by Erdman there. Spencer's going to go into the corner. He's going to try to tie it up just a little bit. He's going to just hold it, try to kill some of that penalty. Got about three dogs coming out to him, but he sends it up to Salerno. Salerno's going to send it. No icing on the penalty, so they're going to chase it down, send it around the boards to Bensi. Bensi takes a shot. That's going to be covered up by their goalie. Minute 5 left of this penalty kill. Spencer, Milton, Bensi, and Salerno still out on the ice. Bensi taking the face off. It's going to go back towards Milton. Milton able to keep it in. He sends it around the boards. Dogs pick it up. They send it around looking for the pass. They just mishandle. We have a little collision, but Bensi gets right back up. No call on that. Little push down right there. Salerno's going to go into the corner. Spencer Christensen not coming out on the ice. Christensen's going to put some pressure on. They head back towards Milton and Spencer. Spencer able to get a stick in there. They get a shot off. It knocked away by Erdman. Spencer sends it around the board. They get it centered again. That's going to be covered up by Erdman. No goal there. All right, we got 20 seconds left of this penalty kill. You got Spencer, Winlow, Kellogg, and Christensen out on the ice. Christensen's going to take the face-off. Spencer guarding the net. Going to be knocked away. Dogs get another shot. Spencer's going to pick it up. Spencer's going to send it around the boards. Doesn't quite make it out, but Kellogg's going for some pressure. Christensen knocks it up. He gets it to Kellogg. Kellogg's going to pick up speed. He tries to get it centered. Oh! We got a little... Not quite sure why we have a little bit of a brawl. I don't really know what's happening. Oh... Okay, so Sully got into the net, and then they got mad at Sully. All right, they all just had a little testosterone surge there in front of the net there to protect their goalie, I guess, and then they all kind of joined in. So, all right, it looks like we're going to be on a power play. One of the Utah Dogs is going to be going into the box to calm down. Minute 30 left of their penalty. 5 minutes 30 left of the first period. All right, Anderson's back out on the ice. Sclafani, Christensen, Kellogg, Milton. Oh boy. Why they're all getting a little chippy. Oh. Well, this is why you don't talk trash. Yeah. So the bench is all talking trash to our players, and our players talked back. So, all right. Refs trying to manage all this, all these surges here. Anderson back in the box. So now we're going to be even strength 4-on-4 with 5 minutes 30 left. Refs both over talking on the benches to the coaches, trying to remind them that this is a friendly game of hockey, and we all need to use our nice language and our nice manners. So we'll see how it goes. It's still 5 minutes 30 left of this first period. We still have 2 more periods, so we are pretty short bench. I don't know if you all have noticed at home. We are missing quite a few of our players who couldn't make the trip this time. We missed them. Not sure if they're all watching from home, but wishing you are all here with us to play and have some fun. We got about 2 lines approximately, so you're going to see all these players out quite a bit. So hopefully they are rested and well fed. But all right, we got all that sorted out. 4-on-4. All right, it's going to go back on to Milton. It's going to be a race. Erdman's going to knock it away. Milton's going to power through, loses his footing, but is sliding all the way down. We got all kinds of people. Spencer's going to race for it. He's able to send it high. Sends it all the way. The goalie there played that, but the ref had blown the whistle. So I'm not sure where they're going to restart that from, but all right, you got looks like Christensen taking your face off. Sclafani, Spencer, Milton out. All right, it's going to go back to Spencer. Spencer's going to take a quick shot. Just I believe it hit one of the Dog players. Dogs try to send it up. Just gets around Milton. Spencer's going to chase it back behind the boards. Spencer and Milton putting a lot of pressure. Milton pins him up on the board. Spencer picks it up. He sends it high over the ref. It's going to go to Christensen. Oh, Christensen with a great pass over to Sclafani. And Sclafani with a good shot there. He was ready for it, but saved by the Utah Dogs goalie. Good effort there. We're going to get some little bit of a line change here. Vency coming back out with Diaz. Milton and Spencer still out on defense. We're going to reset in our offensive zone. Vency's taking the face-off. He gets that face-off over to Milton. Milton sends it to Spencer. Spencer with a great shot. Blocked by the goalie. Still a loose puck. Loose goal for Noah Vency. Great job. Good effort there. Pass, and then ultimately Vency was the goal scorer. Spencer there pretty excited. I'm not sure if that was his assist. I think so, but there was a lot of good passes. That's going to bring your Ice Warriors up 1-0 against the Utah Dogs. 4:28 left of the first period, about 28 seconds left. Diaz taking the faceoff. He knocks it into the offensive zone. Knocked out by the Dogs. Goes back to Milton. Milton looking for the pass. He gets it over to Spencer. Spencer's going to bring it in. Spencer facing some pressure. He gets it to Diaz. Diaz gets a little push down, but he gets back up. Spencer trying up. One of the Dogs loses a glove. It goes back to Milton. Milton keeps it up. He sends it around the Dogs, but just gets a little tangled. It's going to go back into the defensive zone. Vency's going to chase it down. He sends it hard against the boards. We are going to have an icing on that call. Not a bad time for an icing. I believe we're going to also be back to, full strength for both teams. All right, we're going to have Christensen coming out as your center, Kellogg, Lara, Winlow, and Sclafani out on the ice. Lara's going to send it around the boards. Dogs keep it in. Winlow battling in the corner. Lara comes and throws a hit. Christensen's going to chase it back into the corner. Gets it to Kellogg. Kellogg doesn't quite get it out, just gets it to the blue line. Kellogg still fighting in the corner. Winlow there to help. Winlow getting a good stick in there. They try to get a good save by Erdman there. Sclafani is going to take the puck. They send it up to Kellogg. Kellogg gets it taken away. They send it back over to Lara. Lara in center ice. He tries to get a back pass, but picked up by Utah. All right, it's going to go back to Winlow. Winlow looking for the pass. He's going to send it up to Sclafani. Gets back to the Dogs. Winlow throws a hit there. It's going to go back in the corner to Lara. Lara sends it to Winlow. Winlow up to Sclafani. Sclafani to Christensen. Christensen sends it back, but gets picked up by the Dogs. Back towards Winlow. Winlow and Christensen knock him off the puck. Lara is there. They're sliding all over the place. It gets up to Kellogg. Kellogg chips it. No icing. Christensen goes back. Kellogg picks it up. Getting a little fancy with their passing here. Kellogg and Diaz in the corner. Puck goes high. They all kind of lose sight of it. Utah Dogs pick it up. Uh-oh. Let's see. Stream is down. Okay, let's see. Shoot. It's still down. Okay, now I think we're back up. Hopefully. Sorry, we lost our feed a little bit, but didn't miss much. 30 seconds left. Christensen taking it in. He tries to get it over to Kellogg. They're going to send it around the boards. Anderson putting the pressure on. Dogs take a shot. Anderson's going to hold it. He's going to... better not hold it too long. We got about 6 seconds. I don't know what that was. Christensen over there. That was luck. You got to either wait a little bit longer or send it out so that they don't have a chance there to score like a last-second goal. But good period there. Hopefully we're... Is it still green up there? Okay. All right. So hopefully we're still good. All right. I didn't quite see how long. Do you need to sit down? Okay. I didn't see how long these periods are. I'll have to see when we start again. But so far they look good. They've been working hard. We do have 2 games today, so those of you watching, we do have a second game, which is 6 o'clock. 6 or 6:30. But that's Utah time, so that's going to be against AHU, which is always a challenge. I heard it was their better team also, so that should be an exciting game. Our guys are definitely going to be tired. They've already been working hard. We've got 1 period, so hopefully we keep up that momentum. Good opportunity to make sure you're using those passes and working together, since we are short benched, and keep those lines rolling quick so they can get a little bit of time to rest. But so far they look good. Let's see who's going to be out on the ice for now. We got Spencer and Lara coming out on defense. Venci, Diaz. Do we need... and Salerno. We were... Yeah. Yeah. All right, Venti taking the face off. Still kind of battling at their feet. Venti's going to chase it off to the side. Goes back towards Lara. Lara knocks it away. He's going to chip it high, gets it to center ice. Dia's going to put some pressure. Set it around the boards. Spencer's going to pick it up. He sends it back around the boards. It's going to go out to center ice. Dogs try to chip it up. They dump it in. Lara's going to go into the corner. Back to center ice. Dogs mishandling a little bit. Salerno picks it up, gets it over to Diaz. Diaz skating around, looking for a pass. He's going to back pass to Christensen, gets it to Spencer. Spencer takes a shot. It's going to be deflected. We are going to have a penalty. I thought Salerno kind of fell down, but it is ultimately going to be the Dogs player who's going to go into the box. That's going to put us on the power play. Looks like we're probably having 15-minute periods. There's only 14 minutes left of the second period. All right, we're going to set up in our offensive zone. Christensen taking the face-off. Anderson, Milton, Sclafani, and Kellogg, I believe, out there. Sclafani battling in the corner. Goes back towards Anderson. They're going to get it out. The Dogs get it out. Anderson's going to chase it down. He tries to get it to Christensen or Sclafani, I think. Dogs pick it up. Anderson's going to chip it up. We're able to, not able to get it out, but Christensen gets it out. Sclafani's going to chase it down. It's going to go back towards Anderson. Anderson's going to send it to Sclafani. Sclafani's going to bring it in. Sclafani's going to, gets it centered. Christensen trying to go there. Sclafani throwing a hit. A little tumble up down over there. Christensen in the corner. They're going to get it out. Anderson's going to chase it down. Anderson sends it up. No icing there. Christensen's going to chase after it, but the Dogs send it around the boards. We're not really trying to chase too hard. There's 19 seconds left of this power play. Milton's going to take it. He's going to send it up to Sclafani. Sclafani is going to bring it in. He sends it to the corner. Goes back towards Anderson. Anderson gets it to Kellogg. Kellogg sends it around the boards. Venti's going to chase it down. Venti looking for the pass. He gets it to Anderson. Just gets past the blue line. Anderson gets it over to Milton. Milton is going to bring it in. He pushes his way through. Venti's at the net. Milton looking for his pass. Gets it between the leg. Gets it centered, but still at all of their feet. Salerno's going to knock it up high. They kind of lose sight of it. Dogs able to get it out. That's going to be back to full strength for the Dogs. Anderson fighting in the corner. Anderson's still fighting. Dogs come away with it. Dogs try to get a pass, but Salerno chips it out. Salerno with a lot of pressure. Dogs kind of tripping over each other. Back to Anderson. Anderson sends it high. Good thing we got the high ceilings. It bounces right on net, but the Dogs are going to have a save there. 11:27 left of the second period. Score is still 1-0 in favor of your Ice Warriors. Quick little line change. We have Winlow and Lara out on defense. Christensen, Kellogg, and Sclafani still on offense. Christensen taking the face-off. Christensen gets it. It goes over to Kellogg. Kellogg to Lara. Lara with a shot. It gets a little deflected. Saved by the goalie. Goes back to Lara. Lara gets it to Kellogg. Kellogg's he's gonna grab it, but we're gonna have an offsides call. right, same lineup. Christensen taking the face off. All right, goes back to Kellogg. Kellogg to Lara. Lara spins around. He sends it high, almost to the bench. I'm not sure what that. I think the puck was just out of the play in the bench. We're gonna have a reset here. Christensen taking the face off. Kellogg, Winlow, Sclafani. Kellogg gets a good stick in there. All right, Dogs bring it in, but Kellogg puts a lot of pressure. Lara trying to hold on to it. He sends it high, and it's going to go just all the way into the Dogs bench. He sends it high, and he takes a... Lara checked into the boards. He's kind of motioning something, but he looks like he's up. I don't know if maybe he was saying that was a late hit. I'm not quite sure, but he's all right. He's up. We're going to reset again. Looks like Vency's taking the face off. Diaz, Winlow, Salerno. Diaz tries to get a good stick in there. Winlow's going to battle, send it around the boards. He's still fighting. He's still trying to get it out. Diaz gets it over to Vency. Vency gets it up to Salerno. Salerno's going to bring it in. He gets knocked off the puck. And send it around the boards. They send it back. Lara's there. He gets it over to Winlow. Winlow, great job getting it out. Up to Salerno. Salerno's going to bring it in. He gets a shot. It's going to be knocked away by the goalie. Dogs just mishandle it, but they recover. They're going to bring it into neutral ice. Back towards Lara. We're going to have I believe that's going to be an offsides. All right, Kellogg and Sclafani. Christensen back on the ice. Spencer and Milton on defense. Goes back to Spencer. Spencer over to Milton. Milton's going to send it up to Sclafani. Goes back towards Milton. He recovers it. He tries to get it out, not able to. Still battling. Still has control over it. Milton's going to bring it into center ice. He's gonna bring it in. He tries to get it. Picked up by Kellogg. Kellogg's going to pass back to Spencer. Spencer gets it to the net. Saved by the goalie. Up to Kellogg. Kellogg with a fancy little pass there. Gets a secret pass to Spencer. Spencer sends it around the boards. Going to be picked up by Christensen. Christensen gets a shot. Knocked away by the goalie. Christensen with the puck again. Looking for a pass. Gets it back to Milton. Kellogg's going to drop back. We get it centered. Sclafani gets a shot. Just goes high. Milton's going to circle around. We do have a penalty. Erdman skating off the ice. Milton is going to send it to Spencer. Spencer sends it up to Kellogg. Kellogg, it's at Kellogg's feet. He doesn't quite realize that, I don't think. I don't know what the penalty was, but Dogs going to the box. Erdman hustled off that ice. I actually didn't even know we had a penalty until I saw him, or that they had a penalty until I saw Erdman skating off. All right. Well, once again, the Ice Warriors are going to be on the power play. Looks like Vency taking the face off. Diaz gets it over to Milton. Spencer out on the ice as well. Milton's going to take a shot. It's going to be covered by the Dogs goalie. 8:46 left of the second period. Score still 1-0. We are in the power play. Looks like it's going to be the same lineup. Vency taking the face off. Diaz, Salerno. Dogs come away with it. Diaz putting some pressure. It's knocked away by Milton. Milton's going to get it over to Vency. Vency's going to knock it into the corner and chase it down. Dogs goalie trying to get in the mix. He tries to send around the board. Goes back to Spencer. Spencer keeps it in. He's going to skate around. He gets it. He skates it around. He gets a backhanded shot, but it's going to go high of the net. Diaz in the corner gets it to Venci. Venci sends it back. Dogs pick it up. No icing. Dog's going to get a line change there. Milton's going to get it icing. All right. We're going to have a reset. Okay, they're just trying to clarify where they're restarting. It's going to be Christensen taking the face off. Kellogg's going to bring it in. Sclafani on the ice, as well as Anderson. Winlow out on defense. Anderson's going to send it around the boards. Kellogg's going to chase it down. He gets a little pinned up. Christensen coming for support. Kellogg still sending it. He gets it back to Anderson. Anderson back to Kellogg. Kellogg back to Anderson. Anderson's going to take a shot. Oh, it is a loose puck. Christensen to Kellogg. Kellogg to Anderson. Anderson back to Kellogg. Kellogg's going to bring it around. He does a back pass. Nobody's home there. Dog's able to get it out to center ice. Picked up by Anderson. He sends it across ice to Winlow. Winlow gets up to Kellogg. To Sclafani. Sclafani's going to skate it up. He gets a shot off. That's going to be knocked away by the goalie. Kellogg sends another shot. Just goes high. Dogs are going to send it cross ice for icing. That is going to kill the penalty. So back to full strength. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I know. I know. It's hard out here on the media crew. Daisy, we're missing you. All right, Venci taking the face off, and also Ray, we miss you too. All right, gonna go back to Lara. Lara sends it across to the corner. Spencer out on defense. Spencer goes forward. It's gonna go back to Diaz. Diaz is gonna get it to the net. There's going to be another penalty. Erdman getting his workout on today. He's coming off the ice to help out those penalties. All right, looks like a Utah dog is going to go back to the box. They're trying to not, I guess. I'm not sure. All right, we got a Utah dog going. I'm not sure what that call was for. But we're going to be on the power play again. So we're going to reset. 6:36 left of the second period. Spencer and Milton on defense. Salerno, Christensen, Diaz as your forwards. Christensen taking the face off. He gets it over to Diaz. Diaz back to Spencer. Spencer to Diaz. Diaz skates forward. He gets it to... Oh, Diaz with a great goal. Great job, Diaz. I'm not sure who that assist was. We're going to have to ask the players, but great passing there. I know it went Spencer to Diaz, and then Diaz skated up. So maybe that was an assist by Spencer. Regardless, it's making... That puts our score at 2-0 in favor of your Ice Warriors. That's going to end that power play. Great job taking those shots and passing the puck around. All right, that was a goal for Diaz. Moving on, we got Diaz still out on the ice. Christensen, Salerno still as your forwards. Christensen sends it in. We got Winlow and Anderson as on defense. Dogs are going to send it around. Diaz trying to get some pressure in there. Christensen going in for a hit. Goes back to Winlow. Winlow brings it forward. Pushes his way through. Dogs are going to send it around the boards. Winlow's still battling in the corner. It goes back to Christensen. Christensen gets it just to the right of the net. Knocked away by the Dogs, but he's putting some good pressure on. Knocks it away. Dogs are going to come away. picked up by Anderson. Anderson's going to send it high over to Salerno. Salerno's going to pick it up in the corner. He passes it, but nobody's there. Dog's going to bring it in. Anderson putting some pressure, trying to keep his stick in there. Woo! It looked like it got kicked off, but it hit the post and flew up, so we appreciate the post on that one. Dog sent it behind the net. Winlow and Vency putting some pressure on. We are going to have a penalty. I believe that's going to be on us. I think that's going to be a tripping for Winlow. All right, Winlow going to the box. All right, Winlow in the box for a minute 30 seconds. We got Anderson, Christensen, Kellogg, and Milton. All right, Christian. We do have a. We have a whistle. I'm not quite sure what that whistle for. Something happening with the. I believe I think they're trying to clarify the penalty. It looks like they have Winlow as a. I don't know if that's called a double minor. I'm not quite sure, but they have him up as a 3-minute penalty instead of the minute 30. So I think coach is just trying to clarify if that is a correct call, because I'm not quite sure. But that was what the whistle was for, just to stop that play to clarify. So ref is over talking to the scorekeeper, and we'll find out if that in fact does get changed. All right, looks like they're taking that down off the board. Now they're resetting it to 3. I don't know what the purpose of that was. I guess that is a... Oh, yeah. All right, we are on low battery, so we'll see if we make it through the whole game. But we are going to be on the power play, or penalty kill, for 3 minutes. Kellogg out there. Dogs knock it forward to Christensen. Christian gets it back to center ice. Kellogg putting some pressure on. Kellogg's going to get his stick in there. Kellogg still keeping it pinned up on the boards along with Christensen. Christensen comes away with it, gets it back to Anderson. Anderson holding it, trying to pass some time. He's going to send it high to center ice. Dog's going to bring it in. Kellogg getting a good stick lift there. Dogs get it centered, knocked away by Erdman. A little pile up down and behind the net. Dogs send it around back to their defense. They do get a shot off, knocked away by Erdman. Milton with a good stick, and Christensen sends it across ice. Dogs looking to reset. We're going to take advantage of this for a line change. Sclafani and Vency coming out on the ice. Dogs try to get a pass, picked up by Sclafani, sent in by Anderson, sends it around the boards. It's going to go to Milton. Milton dumps it in. Anderson with the puck. Anderson bringing it behind the ice. He gets it over to Milton. Milton sends it all the way across again. No icing for us since we're on the penalty kill here. We got about a minute left of that. Vency putting some pressure on. Sclafani just losing his footing. Milton gets a good stick in there, putting some pressure on. They send a shot high. They send it back towards the boards. Vency tries to get it out. He does. They're going to need to reset. Sclafani's going to put some pressure. They dump it deep. Milton has powering through. He tries to get it out. Not quite able to. They're gonna get it centered. They take a shot. Oh! Oh, and we have the obnoxious cowbell. Oh. All right. Well, that unfortunately slipped right through the 5-hole. That's going to bring the score to 2-1 with 2 minutes 25 seconds. That is going to end the penalty. All right, Salerno out. Spencer out on the ice. Christensen and Lara. Spencer behind the net. Spencer loses his footing. He's able to get it over to Lara. Lara to Diaz. Diaz trying to get it out. Spencer with the puck. Spencer's going to send it around the boards. Gets it to Salerno or Lara. Lara picks it up. He gets it to Christensen. Christensen's going to bring it in. He's going to swerve around. He's going to bring it into the side. Still has the puck. He's going to get it back to Lara. Lara sends a shot. That's going to be covered by the Utah goalie. All right, Spencer and Lara out on the ice now with Diaz, Christensen. I can't see who that is. Salerno. Salerno back to Lara. Lara takes a shot. Oh, just goes right at the net. It's going to go back to Diaz. Diaz gets it centered to Christensen. Goes back to Spencer. Spencer takes a shot. Just deflected off quite a few different people. It's going to go back to Spencer again. I'm not sure what that whistle is going to be for. All right. Looks like we're going to... Maybe it was... oh, looks like another Utah Dog penalty. So we're going to reset on the power play for the next... Well, minute 30, and there's about a minute 24 seconds left of the second period. Bensi taking the face-off. Goes back to Spencer. Spencer's going to take it. He knocks it over to Sclafani. Sclafani's going to keep it in the corner. Sclafani gets it to Spencer. Spencer loses his footing, but still chips it forward to Sclafani. Great effort there by Spencer. Kellogg just gets knocked over. Dogs are going to send it cross ice. No icing. Milton out there battling. It's actually like up on the net. Spencer's going to come away with it. He's going to send it up. All right, Dogs are going to send it. Milton's going to bring it around the boards. A lot of pressure, but Milton does a nice back pass to get it centered to Sclafani, but it just goes high over the net. Kellogg in the corner. Goes back to Spencer. Spencer's going to take a shot. Oh, knocked down by Kellogg. Good chip there. They are going to call, they're going to call a high stick for that. I don't think that was a high stick, but coach not calling, or coach is not pumped about that call at all. A little frustration here. Kellogg is saying that we're also saying that is not a high stick. So, but ultimately the ref's going to make the call. So we're going to reset. Christensen with the face-off. It's going to go back to Spencer. Spencer gets kind of tripped up, but he's going to come away with it. Still fighting. Tripping there, no call. Milton just sends it. He gets it back to... Milton's going to bring it in the corner. Milton in the corner. Milton still gets a shot off. Loose puck. Oh! Loose puck. I don't know. Sclafani and one of the Dogs players getting a little heated. That was... I don't know if they're going to call that or not. That's going to bring us to the end of our second period. We got about, the score is 2-1. No shots on net on this scoreboard, so we just have to keep it up. I'm not sure if they called a double penalty on this on the Utah player, because it still says a minute 36 seconds left on their penalty. So we'll see what happens when we restart this third period. So far, still looking good. A little bit tired, but they're keeping up that energy. We do only have a few hours in between these games today, but we have one game tomorrow morning, I believe at 11:30 or 11:10 tomorrow morning. All right, let's go, Ice Warriors. We're going to be back at it. All right. We got Coach Jared arguing his point over here to the ref. Not quite sure what. Oh, all right. Well, or they got a second penalty because that kid. All right. So we're trying to figure out. They either got the Utah Dogs either got a 10 and a 2, or they just have a second penalty. The clock isn't quite updated yet, but there was a little pushing and shoving here after that last couple shots. It looks like we have our penalty door open also. So all right, well, they're just. All right. Well, a little frustration because they're calling a penalty on the wrong on the wrong player. The ref doesn't seem to care. So, all right, he's putting Milton in the box, even though I don't. All right. Well, he wasn't. All right. Well, Milton's in the box, even though that wasn't him. So. Wrongfully accused, I guess. Venci taking the face off. Diaz, Spencer out there. Spencer gets a stick in there. Diaz is going to send it forward. Salerno on the ice, as well as Anderson. Dogs are going to send it high. Spencer's going to chase it down. He's going to win that, but he sends it over to Anderson. Anderson's going to send it cross ice to Diaz. Pass just gets intercepted. It's going to go. They just mishandled just a bit. Diaz going to put some pressure there. Going to go back towards Spencer. Spencer able to get a stick in there. He's going to tie it up in the corner. He sends it around to Anderson. Anderson's going to be in the corner. Sends it up. Tries to get it to Diaz. Doesn't quite connect with that pass, so it's going to be an icing. 14-16 left of the third period. We are 5-on-4. They still have the penalty from the previous period. So they have 52 seconds left on that, and the other penalty, which was for the fighting at the end of the last one, they don't have that time up. So I'm guessing maybe about a minute left of that one. Christensen taking the face-off. Looks like Winlow, Sclafani, Kellogg, and Lara out on the ice. Goes back towards Lara. Lara's going to hold it behind the net. Gets to Christensen. Christensen sends it across to Sclafani. Sclafani's going to bring it in. Sclafani skates it up. He's taking some pressure, but still able to get it. Dogs are going to get another penalty. Kellogg with the puck. We are getting a low warning. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. We'll see if that helps. 10% battery life. Let's see if that makes it 13, almost 14 minutes. We'll see. All right, so the dogs have three players in the box currently. So we are going to be a 5-on-3 right now. It looks like we got Spencer, Sclafani, Anderson, Christensen, and Kellogg. Kellogg tries to get it to Anderson. Anderson sends it up to Kellogg. Kellogg gets it over to Spencer. Spencer takes a shot. It's going to be knocked away by the goalie. Dogs are able to send it out. Ref slows it down for us. Spencer gets it to Anderson. Anderson's going to bring it in. Anderson looking for the pass. He's going to drop back pass to Sclafani. Kind of leaves our back open. Anderson in the corner. Anderson trying to get it to Christensen. Christensen back to Anderson. Goes past Anderson over to Sclafani. Sclafani's going to get it back to Anderson. Anderson tries to get it back. Thankfully, Kellogg there to pick it up. Kellogg putting a lot of pressure on. We are going to get it out. Spencer is going to send it forward, and we're going to reset. We're going to reset our offsides. It's going to go back to Anderson. Anderson tips it. All right, Milton's coming back out on the ice. It looks like now there's only going to be one dog left in the penalty box for about 21 seconds. 12:38 left of the third period. Vency taking the face-off. Milton, Spencer out on defense. Spencer gets a stick in there. They do get a shot. It's going to be knocked away high by Erdman, but that's going to be out of play. We're going to reset. Diaz out on the ice as well. 14 seconds left of the penalty kill. Vency taking the face-off. They knock it away. Dogs keep it in. It goes back to Spencer. Spencer sends it out. That is going to be kind of on net. Goalie tries to get it away. But it's going to be, gets over to Vency. Vency with a back shot. Great job. Knocked away by the goalie again. Over to Diaz. Diaz gets it to the ref, but recovers it. Diaz gets it around. He's going to send it back to Milton. Milton able to keep it in right on the blue line. Milton's going to take a shot. It just goes above the net. No offsides there. Spencer and Milton going. They send a pass across. It's going to go to Christensen. They send a shot high. Milton's going to chase it down on the boards. Dogs get it back into the corner. They get it to the net, but it just goes behind the net. Spencer putting some pressure on, sends it around the boards. Spencer gets pinned up on the boards. We are going to have I think that's going to be a penalty on the Dogs player. Spencer kind of gets checked from the behind. He looks like a little winded there. He's got a smile on his face, though. That's going to... All right, Dogs back in the box. They're playing a lot of four-man hockey here. Hopefully we can get a goal here. We got Christensen, Sclafani, Kellogg out as your forwards, Anderson, and Winlow on defense. Kellogg trying to get a stick in there. Dogs get it back. Goes back over to Kellogg. It's going to be picked up by Sclafani. Sclafani gets it back to Anderson. Anderson tries to get it back to Kellogg. They get it back to Anderson. Anderson gets it to the net. Knocked away by the goalie. Goes back to Anderson again. Anderson gets it to Sclafani. Sclafani gets it forward. I'm not sure why we have a whistle. Maybe the net's off. Okay. All right. Net got knocked off. That was what the whistle was for that time. 10:55 left of the third period. Anderson and Winlow staying out on defense. Christensen's going to be taking the face-off. Kellogg and Sclafani. All right, goes over to Kellogg. Kellogg gets it back to Anderson. Anderson takes a shot. Saved by the goalie. All right, got to keep those shots up. Christensen again with the face-off. Gets it over to, well, tries to get it to Kellogg. Kellogg getting a little tied up there. They're going to send it back. It's going to go behind our goal over to Winlow. Winlow sends it over to Anderson. Christensen taking it. He's going to move it over to Anderson. Anderson's going to bring it in. Anderson picking up speed. They get it over. Winlow's going to come in there. We are going to have another whistle. Another time knocked off the net. So, yeah, it's a little goalie trick. A little goalie black magic there, trying to knock the. I mean, 2 times in a row when the pressure gets on. Refs look in there just to make sure it's on. Goalie putting on a good show. All right, 10:25 left of the third period. We still have 31 seconds of this power play. We got Vency coming out, taking the face-off. Diaz and Salerno. Anderson, Winlow on defense. Goes back to Winlow. Winlow's going to get it to Anderson. Anderson takes a shot. Saved by the goalie. All right, coach telling Anderson, pick a corner. Not right into the chest pad of the goalie. All right, Vency taking the face off. It's going to get just knocked away. Vency getting a good stick in there. We are still on the power play. Dogs are going to come away with it. They are knocked away by either Anderson or the goalie, or by Erdman. Diaz is going to lose his footing. It's going to go over to Vency. Vency to Salerno. Salerno just loses it. It goes over to the Utah Dogs. Back to center ice. Winlow putting some pressure on. He's able to knock the puck away. Winlow going to chase into the corner. Anderson and Vency going in for help. They get it to the net. That's going to be covered up by Erdman. We are going to reset. Milton and Lara coming out. All right, that is going to be back to even strength. Some fresh legs out there. Milton and Lara on defense. Christensen taking your face off. Sclafani, Kellogg. Milton sends it behind the boards. It's going to go to Sclafani. Sclafani's going to bring it around. He sends it around the boards over to Milton. Milton gets it up to Christensen. Christensen loses his footing a bit, but powers through. He's going to send it around behind the boards. Sclafani's going to put some pressure on. Sclafani tries to get it. Just gets picked up by the Utah Dogs. Dogs try to get it over, but picked up by Kellogg, who takes a shot, knocked away by the goalie. Sclafani takes a shot, knocked away again. It's going to go back towards Lara. Lara sends a shot. It's kind of lost. Lost another shot, knocked away. Lots of action going. Kellogg with the puck. Kellogg battling. Dogs come away with it. Goes around the boards. Lara tries to get a stick in there. It's going to go cross ice. Milton's going to chase it down. Milton picking up speed. He sends it up to Kellogg. Kellogg gets it over to Christensen. Someone's stick is flying. Milton tries to get it. Dogs send it up. Lara's going to chase it down into the corner. He sends it back past to Kellogg. Kind of just goes around everyone, it seems like. Kellogg with the puck now. Kellogg looking for the pass. He tries to get it to Diaz. Diaz able to tip it, but can't quite reach. He's going to chase. He gets pinned up into the corner and loses his footing a bit. A lot of Dogs throwing some high hits there. Diaz getting pushed in the corner. Dogs come away with it. Vency's going to get a stick in there. Back to Milton. Milton does a nice little roundabout thing. Keep it in. Picked up by Vency. Vency gets it between the legs. Diaz. Oh, Diaz with the shot, but it goes over. We do. No, they are going to call no goal. No goal, and wouldn't you know it that the net is off. Wouldn't you know it? Oh, wouldn't you know that net is off again? And I think they're actually calling a hand pass too. All right, so, but just to solidify it, the net was off too, just to make sure. All right, lots of action there. It looks like the ref is kind of referencing maybe a hand pass. I'm not quite sure. It's too quick for my reactions to follow. So, all right, we're going to reset. 7:44 left of the third period. Christensen taking the face off. Anderson and Spencer out. Christensen dumps it in. Dogs are going to send it over. It goes to center ice. It's going to be a race. They are going to call offsides. Reset again in our offensive zone. Christensen's going to be taking the face off. We got Diaz and Salerno out. Spencer and Anderson on defense. Let's go, Warriors. All right. Christensen with the face off. Still kind of in between the feet of the ref. Goes back to Spencer. Spencer sends it around the boards. Gets it to Christensen. Christensen looking for the pass. He spins around. He's looking for that pass. He gets it to Spencer. Spencer is going to set. He sends a high shot. Oh. Okay. The net is off yet a fourth time in like 5 minutes. That is going to be no goal. I don't think that went in anyway, but how many times can, that's the fourth time the net has been off. Yeah, I know, four times in a row. So I think that's a all right. Well, four times with the net coming off. Refs over there trying to make sure again. So. All right. 7 minutes, 9 seconds left. Score is still 2-1 in favor of Ice Warriors. Christensen taking the face off. Goes over to Sclafani. Sclafani able to get it to the net. That is gonna be a shot on net. Sclafani like powering through even though he was kind of tumbling down on the ground. Great effort there. Covered up by the goalie. All right, we're going to reset yet again. Christensen taking the face off. Goes over to Sclafani. Sclafani is going to just lose the puck. Goes back towards Anderson. Spencer's going to chase it down. Spencer gets a stick in there. Goes cross ice. Anderson's going to put some pressure over to Kellogg. Gets around Kellogg. Spencer is going to send it around the boards over to Sclafani. Sclafani is able to get it out. Goes to center ice. Christensen working hard to dump it in the corner. Dogs send it around the boards. We're trying to get a quick line change here. Vency's going to be out on the ice for Christensen. Vency's going to pick it up. He's going to send it out. Kellogg. We got all the forwards. Oh, no, we're getting a little overzealous. They were coming in hot. Kellogg's going to get it to Anderson. Anderson's